Welcome to the last edition of Hawk TV News for this semester. We have some exciting news stories to share made by our own Hawk TV crew, along with our local, national, weather, sports, and entertainment news. Good evening, my name is Keely Peck here with today's local news. As the temperatures drop and the cold weather settles in, we should know what to look out for. I got the chance to speak to the college nurse to talk about what we should be aware of this holiday season. Are you curious about what to look out for during this cold winter season? With temperatures already dropping below the single digits, Hawk TV wants to remind you how to keep ourselves warm and healthy.
With weather temperatures going up and down, lots of students and staff have begun getting sick right before the flu season officially begins, and during finals time. Our school nurse, Crystal Priester, explains to us what to look out for this holiday season.
Around the winter, you're going to definitely start seeing some influenza. So influenza, RSV, sometimes pneumonias come out, and of course, COVID. So unfortunately, COVID has been added to that mix year-round now. There's like a little bit of an influx of illnesses, respiratory type illnesses for students this time of the year, but I wouldn't say that the numbers are significantly different. Influenza can last anywhere from 5 to 10 days depending on the severity of it. COVID, same thing, can last 5 to 10 days or longer depending on some of the symptoms that you do get from it. RSV is your common cold for an adult. And that too can last, anywhere from a week to 14 days, just depending. Some less, some a little bit longer, but from the start to the finish, usually it's about 7 to 10 days average.
Thankfully, with these illnesses comes lots of cures to help during sickness or to help avoid it entirely, especially since this winter looks like it'll be a harsh one.
For these types of illnesses, they're all viruses, so there's not a medication that's going to treat it or make you get over it faster. So it's all going to be symptom-based treatment. So, Tylenol, ibuprofen for your general aches and pains, headaches, fevers. Some antihistamines such as Claritin, Zyrtec, Allegra, Sudafed, those types of medicines would help with any sinus drainage. And then there's also Mucinex for clearing up some of that sinus drainage, and then just your over-the-counter cough medicines as needed. But also, if you're not feeling well, stay home. Stay out of class, stay home and away from crowds if you're not feeling well yourself.
Priester went on to say that everyday things like good hand washing, drinking lots of fluids, and getting good sleep are all ways to help avoid getting sick. They're strongly recommended, and she highly suggests it.
Hopefully, with these tips, you can stay warm and healthy this holiday season. For Hawk TV News, I'm Keely Peck. The Nebraska Department of Agriculture is confirming the state's 14th case of bird flu. Officials say the latest case involved a small backyard flock of chickens and waterfowl in Knox County. The birds were killed and incinerated as a precaution. Forecasters are updating their winter weather forecasts for later this week. National Weather Service says a weather system will move through the area Thursday and bring a mix of snow and rain. The weather says high temperatures that day will be up in the upper 30s to low 40s. So the hope is if it snows, it won't stick. However, a more accurate forecast still isn't ready for us just yet. The Northeast Community College Alumni Achievement Awards was held recently, which recognized former students who have graduated from the college and have done great things in their chosen field. Hawk TV's Jordan Stevens has more.
I'm here in the Lifelong Learning Center where the Alumni Award ceremony was held to honor the astounding alumni. It was a very exciting night.
The Alumni Achievement Awards are held annually to recognize the best of the best in Northeast graduates. The night included elegant dining, brief comments from Northeast President Dr. Leah Barrett, and formally thanking those alumni who for their contributions to the college. Among those honored was Walter Ashoff of Osmond. Ashoff earned an Associate of Applied Science degree in Architectural Drafting from Northeast Community College in 1993. He is employed as a construction worker at West Hudson Lumber in Osmond and began his construction business in a room in his home after college. He is now owner and president of Ashoff Construction Incorporated in Osmond, specializing in concrete, contract, and steel buildings.
A couple of thoughts of what success has been to me. and how I got here. Truly, I think for me it started way back with my parents, loving us kids and teaching us that we are valuable and could do anything, and probably more importantly, teaching us that God loves us and has a plan for each one of us.
Also being honored at the ceremony was Darren Kepke. He was posthumously awarded for Outstanding Career Achievement recently with the NCCA's Northeast Community College Area Distinguished Alumni Award during the organization's annual meeting in Grand Island. His wife Kelly accepted the award on his behalf. Darren unfortunately passed away a year ago. The award is presented annually to one alumnus for each of the 5 of the state's community college areas. In accepting the Distinguished Alumni Award on behalf of her husband, Kelly Kepke said he never worked to gain awards, status, or notoriety. His faith, family, and the people around him were the things he cherished.
I can't even tell you how humbled he would have been to know that Northeast thought that much of him. Darren never worked to gain awards or to gain status or notoriety. He worked hard because he loved his work. He loved the Lord. He loved agriculture.
Also being honored at the ceremony was Dr. Tom Serber, who was responsible for the development of the paramedic program at Northeast, and Brandy Price, who is an early childhood graduate and owns her own daycare.
Lifelong Learning Center with KHWK. This is Jordan Stevens signing off.
The state of Nebraska is spending nearly $2 million to figure out why its wild turkey population is going down. The Omaha World Herald reports that $1.8 million study will start next month and run for 5 years. Reports say Nebraska's turkey population is down 45% compared to 15 years ago. As we get past Thanksgiving and get nearer to the holiday season, we are asking students what they are thankful for. Hawk TV's Alex Caston talked with some students and staff to get their reflections.
On our first edition of Hawk Talks with Students, I asked faculty, students, and other members of Northeast about what they're thankful for and what does Thanksgiving means to them. Here's what they had to say.
I wanted to say, Thanksgiving, to me is family and mainly friends, so that's how it is. So I spend more time with them, bond, and see what they're up to lately during the holidays. So.
Thanksgiving means a great holiday filled with food and family.
Oh, I'm thankful for family, thankful for students and having the time off.
Gratitude, just being thankful for everything that we have.
So Thanksgiving means family. It's very important. Over the last few years because of COVID, we didn't get to get together. So I get to host Thanksgiving this year, and I'm super excited to have all of my family at my house.
Thanksgiving is a time to be thankful for everything that you have, everything that you've been given, family, friends, everything that we're blessed with.
Thanksgiving means being thankful for things, and I'm especially thankful for my cats.
I'm thankful for my family and my boyfriend and my cat. And Thanksgiving just means getting together with your family and being grateful for everything that you have and everything that you will have.
When I think of Thanksgiving, I try to just think of all the things I'm grateful for, and a lot of that comes down to living in this great country and my family and my friends. And plus with Thanksgiving, I always like eating some really tasty food.
This Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for my friends, family, and my health.
I'm thankful for my family and my husband and my dog Charlie.
Thankful for the break and the time off to just slow down and spend time with family and eat good food.
Thanksgiving means to me the 3 F's: family, football, and food. I'm grateful for a great family, surprisingly good grades, and actual good friends. Once again, I want to give a big thank you to all the faculty, students, and other members of Northeast who participate in our first Hawk Talks with Students. We're live in the lower level of Union 73 for Hawk TV. I'm Alex Caston.
Thank you, Alex. Well, what I'm thankful for this year is probably my dogs. They're the first ones to greet me when I get home and basically help me through the stress of homework. And speaking of Thursday's weather, we have Savannah Robinson giving us our 3-day forecast along with news about what happened to King Charles right after this break.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Flace with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. The nicotine in e-cigarettes is addictive and can harm brain development. That's why I worry about teens who try e-cigarettes. Many young people use pod-based e-cigarettes like Juul, which have high levels of nicotine. And because teens' brains are still developing, they can quickly become addicted. The tobacco industry uses fruit and candy flavors to attract young people, often turning them into lifelong users. For more, visit healthychildren.org.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
I'm a licensed practical nurse. I work in rehab, long-term care, and assisted living facilities. When I look at my residents, I see my mom, my dad, and I'm giving the respect and the care I would want. We are protectors of our residents. Their safety, their health, and happiness are three things that we're working on 24/7. We've taken an oath to do that, but it's in our hearts to do that.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
As we head into the week, we've hit a high of 44 degrees today, and as the weather drops, we also see chances of snow. For tonight, we have some passing clouds with a low of 20 degrees, Wednesday high of 36 degrees, and Thursday a 70% chance of snowfall with a high of 36. Currently at our Hawk TV studios, it's sunny and 44 degrees. That's your latest forecast for weather anytime. Go to khwkhawktv.com. Bill Cosby is being accused of raping and drugging several women in a new lawsuit. TMZ report that plaintiffs claim Cosby took advantage of them and posed them as their mentor as they try to break into Hollywood. A spokesman for Cosby said the actor denies the allegations and will be cleared of any wrongdoing. There's an overwhelming demand for Santa Claus this year, one of the nation's largest facilitators of appearances at shopping malls and corporate events. HireSanta.com is sold out. Owner Mitch Allen said there are fewer Santas to go around, and some sadly didn't make it through COVID. $354 million will be up for grabs tonight. That's the current estimate Mega Million jackpot. It's been more than 3 weeks since players in California and Florida split a jackpot of more than $500 million in the multi-state lottery. A man is under arrest for allegedly throwing an egg at King Charles. This is the second time the king has been egged. The latest egging suspect is currently in custody to be questioned. Coming up next, Alex is on for sports and hear about Northeast men and women's basketball team, and we'll hear from the coaches on fall sports. All this and more on Hawk TV News.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
Yes, I'm a smoker. And yes, I'm aware I should quit. I get pressure from everyone I love and everything around me.
Smoking is really, really bad for you.
Yet sometimes that pressure alone is enough to make me want to light up.
At 1-800-QUIT-NOW, we get it. With free coaching services and nicotine gum, patches, or lozenges, we're here for you. No lectures, no judgment. Call us at 1-800-QUIT-NOW today.
I was given a prescription opioid pain medication that lasted a lot longer than the pain itself. And within only a few months, I was completely addicted. I lost everything. And I started to watch my life slip away. These drugs are addictive. One prescription can be all it takes to lose everything.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Basketball both falls to Kirkwood Community College and fall sports come to an end. All this more coming right now. Welcome to Sports Focus. I'm Alex Caston. Northeast men's basketball fell to number 8 Kirkwood Community College. The Hawks lost by a score of 75-89. Jared Lopez had a near double-double by having 14 points and 9 rebounds. A layup from Jaden Stracham with 3:32 left in the showdown brought the Hawks to within 5 points of Kirkwood, but that was the closest they would get the rest of the night. This moves the Hawks' record to 5 wins and 4 losses. The Hawks will be back home Wednesday to battle number 14 Des Moines Area Community College at 7:30 Wednesday at the Cox Activity Center in Norfolk. The Northeast women's basketball also lost to number 1 Kirkwood Community College. The Hawks lost by a score of 70-56. The Hawks were led in scoring by Allison Richards, who tallied 14 points off the bench at halftime. Kirkwood was up by 5 by the score of 34-29 at halftime. The player of the game was Teresa Jordan of Kirkwood, had 22 points and 9 rebounds. Northeast will return home on Wednesday to take on Des Moines Area Community College at 5:30 Wednesday at the Cox Activity Center in Norfolk. The fall sports had yet another successful year. Hawk TV's Savannah Robertson had the privilege to talk with volleyball coach Amanda Schultze and women's soccer coach Chad Miller, and has more.
The Northeast Hawks volleyball team began the season with fresh faces that finished the season strong. They had a record of 19-16 and went into the regional tournament where they lost in 5 sets. Head coach Amanda Schultze tells us more on their regional tournament and season.
Our season went great considering we had a brand new team. In the end, we actually made it to the regional tournament. We lost in 5 sets the first round by 3 points. And in that 5th set, we even let a couple balls drop, which we hadn't done since the beginning of season. We were down 2-0. We lost the first 2 sets, and they fought back and pushed that game to 5 sets. And just a very competitive group of girls, and they don't like to lose. I can definitely tell that. Something to build on in the future is just our team chemistry and improving our game. You know, coming to practice, ready to work hard every single day, and seeing that goal all season, making it known and knowing what we're working for every single day that we go into that gym and work, and then just going up from there.
Hawk soccer has been the talk of it all with a record-breaking season, leading them both to nationals.
Our season went really well. I thought coming in that there'd be a lot of questions to answer in this season with so many new faces, but I was really excited about how well they joined together and the chemistry, and turned out to be an amazing season that I would say I didn't really expect right off the bat. When you have this kind of success that they've had, it's always hard to say, well, this is what we need to do next year. You know, I mean, last year we had 17 wins, went to the national tournament, lost at the national tournament, very successful year. I don't know if we can beat 17 wins. I don't know if we can make it back to the tournament. And then this season, here we come. We get 19 wins. We go back to the national tournament again this year. We end up ending our season there, which again is very successful. I mean, we want to get out of pool play. The tournament has pool play to start. We want to get out of pool play to make it to the semifinals. But it's very tough because it goes from 12 teams to 4 teams in a matter of 2 days. And I think that's very difficult. So obviously that's a goal that if we ever make it back again, that we get to be one of those 4 teams. But going on from here, I don't know, it's like, how do you keep building off of that? Like, I really think it's just the team and the players that come in. I think I come in just hoping for them to have a successful year, and I think they see sky's the limit, so they go for it. So I guess we just leave it up to them. My expectations were just kind of all over the place, but then as I saw them play and they kept getting wins after wins, it was one of those things where it's like, is this real? Is this really going to happen? Like, are we going to be this good? And they did it.
The men's soccer team punched their way to nationals with a 1-0 win over Pratt Community College. They had left a huge mark in the Northeast men's soccer program with their first ever trip to the national tournament. They won the first game, which advanced them to the second round, which they lost. For Hawks TV, I'm Savannah Robinson.
Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has a photo that allegedly showed him in a segregated photo in 1957 resurfaced following a blowout win against the Indianapolis Colts. Jerry Jones, who's been the owner of the Dallas Cowboys since 1989, was 14 in the photo and shows him allegedly blocking a bunch of African-American students from entering Arkansas high school. This came in wake of Odell Beckham's possibly signing with the Cowboys. A lot of people assume that Jerry is racist as well because during his tenure as Cowboys owner, he never hired an African-American or a minority head coach. Jordan is with entertainment news. BuzzFeed is cutting employees. The Office is too inappropriate. Shania Twain is coming to Omaha. All this and more coming up on Hawk TV.
From the moments that shape our lives to those that shape our days, broadcasters are there, delivering the most trusted news that keeps you informed when it matters. We are your neighbors, a trusted voice, a lifeline. We are broadcasters. Text TV to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
I have a voice and the freedom to express it.
I have my faith as a freedom of religion.
I find the truth and have the freedom to share it.
I have a cause and the freedom to peacefully assemble.
I have a concern and the freedom to petition my government.
Think first. Know your 5 freedoms of the First Amendment. Go to thinkfirstamendment.org to learn more.
My dad's addiction and death from overdosing on opioids has taught me it's likely that everybody knows somebody who is struggling with this very problem. Losing my mentor, my best friend. He took one pill too many that ultimately killed him.
There's nothing in the way. There's nothing left to say. There's just a perfect day for us to use. Why don't we wait here? I just wanna stay here now.
Emmy-winning actress Kirstie Alley has passed away after a battle with cancer. The star of Cheers and Look Who's Talking was 71 years old. In a statement posted Monday to Alley's official Twitter page, the actress's family thanked the doctors and nurses at Moffitt Cancer Center in Tampa, Florida for their care. Alley played Rebecca Howe in the hit sitcom Cheers from 1987 through 1993, and then starred in her own show, Veronica's Closet, from 1997 to 2000. BuzzFeed is letting go of about 12% of its employees and announced around 180 workers will be affected by the cuts due to multiple things, including the current state of the economy. Its CEO believes an economic downturn will stick around into the next year. Around 1,500 employees had jobs at BuzzFeed as of March. The Golden Girls Kitchen in New York City is going to start serving lunch. The immersive experience in Manhattan's Seaport District launched last month with an emphasis on sweet treats and good drinks, but it will start serving lunch on Wednesday. The space is designed to look like the Miami scenes from where Blanche, Rose, Dorothy, and Sophia spent a lot of their time. The pop-up is expected to run through March before it's moved on to Miami, San Francisco, and Chicago in spring of 2023. Actress Mindy Kaling says The Office is so inappropriate now and that the show couldn't be made today. Speaking to Good Morning America, Kaling says she still talks with some of the show's writers. They speak about how much of the show they couldn't make now. The actress said the tastes have changed and what offends people has also changed. She added it's probably why the show is so popular because viewers feel like there's something fearless about it. Collin concluded that she believes her character Kelly Kapoor would have quit Dunder Mifflin to become an influencer and then probably would have been canceled. Shania Twain is adding another Nebraska stop to her upcoming Queen of Me tour. She'll play at CHI Health Center in Omaha on November 23rd. That is in addition to her stop at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln on May 19th. Tickets go on sale December 16th. That will be a wrap for our final Hawk TV news of the semester. We want to wish you all a happy holiday season and a great break. And good luck on those finals next week. We'll be back in January. Thanks for joining us. I felt pretty good about that one.